This is Lolita with Whatever Lolita Wants, Lolita Gets. On a prior video, I spoke of entities, negative entities that work against one reaching their destiny and their purpose. These entities we discussed in the last video, according to, I think it's Ephesians 6 and 12, that talks about we don't fight against flesh and blood, but against spiritual wickedness in high places. And we discussed how that is true, how there are, negative influences, negative spirits that are not embodied, that do what they do. However, something has been missed when the Christian church teaches that these entities, these negative entities that work against one finding and walking into destiny and purpose, only come in the form of a spirit. I'll say again before I move into examples, and I intend to share examples with you so that you can identify the entities, the embodied entities, these negative vibrations and destiny blockers and hinderers that are in your life, that have found them a body, have a birth date, maybe a friend, an associate, maybe family members that have found they have a body, a birthday, and their purpose is to work against you walking into your destiny. I will be giving examples. Some of these entities are overt, but that usually comes at a point when the subtleties don't work anymore. Not everybody's going to understand what I'm saying. Only those of you who have experienced it. Okay? Example 1. I was at a table having a meal in a restaurant with some entities. One of the entities spoke of me getting a new car, said that they saw me in some kind of a Cadillac, and proceeded to try to describe it. I looked past, we were at a restaurant table, but of course it's surrounded by windows and glass, so I looked out into the parking lot to see if I could see anything similar to what the entity was talking about. and I saw a nice new Cadillac. Looked like the latest model at the time. And so I asked the entity, I said, like that? Is that what you saw? The entity turned around and looked, and then turned back toward me and said, oh no, not like that now. That's a quote. Then proceeded to describe a Cadillac, but it was an old model, an old clunky looking model. Okay? If you do not get it, don't even worry about it. This is example one of dealing with embodied entities. They want to shape your mind about what you can receive, what is possible for you, what you can have and what you can't have. That is example one. And like I said, if you don't get it, you just don't get it. This is not for, I'm going into a season of talking about things that only a certain kind of being will get. Okay? Example one. This has been Lolita with Whatever Lolita Wants, Lolita Gets.